Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Pittsburgh native coach could find perfect rebound with Steelers. They remind us how cutthroat the NFL world is every year. Coaches and players become unemployed on a routine basis. A couple rebounds with new teams while others struggle to find work. The Steelers are not afraid to invest in some folks searching for their next opportunity. They just showed this as recently as last offseason. Pittsburgh signed Russell Wilson, traded for Justin Fields, and brought Arthur Smith on board as their offensive coordinator. It wasn't enough. Change is inevitable in the NFL, but the Steelers are the exception. They rarely fire coaches when they are still under contract and struggle to expand their coaching tree under Mike Tomlin. They need more bodies at the team facility attempting to improve this club. Their lack of investment in their staff after their recent playoff blunder shows how unserious they are. Mike McCarthy entered this past season with little hope of retaining his job. Although he and Tomlin hold similar accolades, McCarthy rarely gets much respect in his profession. The Dallas Cowboys decided to part ways with their top coach. He has been selective with accepting jobs in the past that are nothing less than a head coach position. Mike McCarthy would be a perfect addition to Steelers' coaching staff. As the head coaching carousel ends, McCarthy might be out of a job next year. Not giving McCarthy another shot elsewhere seems insane. He has won plenty of games and helped turn around the Cowboys even though they failed in the postseason. He remains one of the more reliable coaches in the league and someone who should find a nice spot to rebound. You might not know, but McCarthy is from the Pittsburgh area. That alone could be an exciting opportunity for the former head coach. The Steelers are a top franchise in the NFL, which could also get him some recognition next offseason. He wouldn't take over Smith's duties as the offensive coordinator, but he could lend some insight on improvements. Even though McCarthy never coached for the Steelers, he did some work with the University of Pittsburgh. He has become one of the best offensive-minded coaches in the NFL for a while. Fans will want to forget, but he led the Green Bay Packers to victory over the Steelers in Super Bowl 45. A lot of people from Pittsburgh rarely move away from the city. You'd have to expect McCarthy to have plenty of family left in the area. Maybe moving back to his hometown would be enticing. Bringing him onto the staff as a senior offensive consultant could be the best move. He can help Smith with the offense, especially in the passing game. It could change how the Steelers attack opposing defenses. NFL rumors: 49ers, Patriots, Steelers reportedly eyeing Colts QB Joe Flacco. The San Francisco 49ers know who the top quarterback on the team's depth chart heading into next season will be. However, the backup quarterback situation behind Brock Purdy remains an open question. With Brandon Allen and Josh Dobbs heading for free agency, the Niners could go in a myriad of directions. According to a report from the Shrine Bowl by Tony Pauline of Sportskeeda, veteran quarterback, and soon-to-be free agent, quarterback Joe Flacco is on the Niners' radar. One veteran quarterback who has been talked about the past few days is Joe Flacco, Pauline wrote. I've been told by sources close to the ageless quarterback that he intends to play in 2025. After a 10-year career with the Baltimore Ravens that produced a Super Bowl victory, Flacco had success in recent seasons with the New York Jets, Cleveland Browns, and Indianapolis Colts coming off the bench. I'm told to keep an eye on the San Francisco 49ers, Pittsburgh Steelers, and New England Patriots as suitors for Flacco in the offseason, as all would look for a veteran backup. It's a bit surprising to hear the Niners tied to Flacco as a potential backup. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has never really had a true elder statesman backup quarterback during his tenure. Brian Hoyer was signed to be the team's starter and backed up by rookie C.J. Beathard and eventually replaced by Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo was backed up by Beathard, Nick Mullins, Trey Lance, and Brock Purdy. Purdy was backed up by Sam Darnold, Brandon Allen, and Josh Dobbs. Allen is the only backup who was at least 30 years old. He was 31 when joining the Niners. Nevertheless, Flacco obviously has plenty of experience throughout his long NFL career and could be a useful mentor to Purdy as he manages what the 49ers hope is the early part of his career. Nevertheless, the Patriots and Steelers both have much more unstable quarterback situations. The Patriots have recent top 5 pick Drake May entrenched in the top spot, but he's far from a proven long-term starter and will be playing for an entirely different head coach next season. Meanwhile, it's unclear whether the Steelers intend to retain Russell Wilson or Justin Fields for next season. If those 3 teams are interested in Flacco, and he wants playing time, San Francisco will have a hard sell. It's worth noting that Pauline's reporting had a very pro-Flacco lens. He reported that the Browns have privately told people they made a mistake letting Flacco go, though they really had little choice with Deshaun Watson returning from injury. This suggests that his report came from a source close to Flacco, which increases the chances that the teams mentioned may not be as interested as Pauline reports. It's not uncommon for agents to leak interest to reporters in hopes to generate attention that leads other teams to consider their client. Pittsburgh Steelers could target former Super Bowl champion as part of quarterback solution. Flacco spent the last season in and out of the starting lineup as Anthony Richardson was either benched or injured. During the season, he finished with 1,761 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions while going 2-4 in his 6 starts for the team. The Steelers are far more aware of what Flacco does than just about any other team in the NFL after playing him for years with the Baltimore Ravens. They even saw Flacco in the playoffs several times. Flacco led the Ravens to a Super Bowl win as the quarterback of the team. He has also played for the New York Jets and Cleveland Browns. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Joe Flacco? Leave your opinion in the comments.